Hello everyone and welcome back to Jun Young Plays. My name is Logan and today we are playing Breath of the Wild. So in today's video, this is gonna be the series finale of Breath of the Wild. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. I've been having a blast playing it. And I do want to preface that I will be playing Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out May 12th. I'm very excited for that game to come out and have been waiting such a long time. But in the meantime, this is what we're gonna do in this video. Today we're going to be exploring the Woodland area, which is going to be the top corner of the map up here. And so what we're going to do, like always, is we're going to fly over to this tower right here. Luckily, because of our height that we are right now, we could just use Rivali's Gale and fly over there. I used to think Rivali's Gale was the worst out of all of the power-ups, mostly because it's such a passive skill. However, the utilization of how you use Rivali's Gale can be very important. It's great when you're trying to fly to areas or when you're trying to jump over things. Speaking of personal experience, I spent a lot of time in this game trying to climb over mountains. Rivali's Gale is a great way to get on top of the mountain or over the mountain and fly your way to your destination. Once you activate the Woodland Tower, you'll notice in the background is Korok Forest. Now Korok Forest is very important because that's where the Master Sword is. However, before getting the Master Sword, there is one area that I want to point out while you're in the Woodland area. Just south of the Woodland Tower, you will find the Woodland Stable. And now the Woodland Stable, there's only one side mission that you should do that is worth your time. And that side mission is called Balloon Flight. You can obtain this side mission by talking to the little girl Shammy, and she will have you use balloons to lift up a barrel up into the sky. Because there's no regular balloons in this world, you will have to use octo balloons. Attach 2 octo balloons to this barrel will have it fly high enough for Shammy to reward you with a star fragment. Moving on, it's time to get the Master Sword. In order to get the Master Sword, you first have to navigate through the Lost Woods. The Lost Woods, as its name implies, can be very confusing for new-time players, especially if they don't know the pattern. Making a wrong turn in the Lost Woods will result in Link getting teleported back to the beginning of the woods. For the first part of the Lost Woods, what you guys have to do is you have to follow the lit braziers. As you guys notice, there'll be embers that'll be pointing in the right direction because of the wind pattern. For example, this one will be pointing left, and then these ones will point straight, so you have to follow the embers with the wind pattern. This one will go left right here, and then the last one is going to be pointing right. As soon as you break right here, you will see braziers off in the distance. Follow that to get to their checkpoint. Once you are at the checkpoint, you will start to realize that there are no more lit braziers. Instead of wandering around aimlessly inside of the Lost Forest, use this torch and light it. By standing still, you'll be able to follow the embers to the right direction. If you continue on left, you will also find an EX chest. In this EX chest, you will find the Korok mask. Now the Korok mask, how it works is if you wear it, it will shake if a Korok seed is nearby. However, in order to get the EX chest, you will have to sacrifice your fire. What you can do to get it back is run back to the lit braziers, light your torch, and be on your way. Eventually, you'll have to walk through a canyon and you will make it to the Korok Forest. Like I said previously, inside the Korok Forest is the Master Sword. Before you can pull up the Master Sword, you will have a conversation with the Great Deku Tree. And the Great Deku Tree will warn you about the dangers of pulling up the Master Sword. If you are not ready with enough hearts, it will be the end of you. In total, you will need about 12 hearts in order to pull up this sword successfully. Early game, I'll definitely work on upgrading your stamina, but late game you want to start upgrading your hearts. You will also notice that once you get the Master Sword does not really have the greatest stats. It is actually one of the worst single-handed weapons that you can use inside of the game. However, you can change this by attempting the Master Sword Trials. Bear in mind that the Master Sword Trials is a DLC and they will not be in the vanilla game. As mentioned in episode 1, I bought all of the DLC and now I'm going to show you guys what the Master Sword Trials have to offer. Similar to the shrine quest I did back in episode 7 when I was exploring the Faron region on Evertine Island, if you do the trial of the sword, it will strip away all of your equipment and you will have to use what you find in this world to pass the trial. The trial of the sword will have 3 parts. The first part is the beginning trial, the second part is the middle trial, and then the last part is the final trial. In the beginning trials, you will need to complete 12 floors, the 7th floor being the restroom. And the restroom is very important because it will provide you equipment and healing items. Getting hit by any attack the enemies will throw your way will hurt a lot since you are not wearing armor. I would strongly recommend you guys to utilize the cooking pot that's in this area with you. By doing this, you will have food that grants you a lot more hearts and therefore a better chance to survive in these trials. Once you beat the beginning trial, grab a hold of the Master Sword and it will warp you back to Korok Forest. Once you arrive back at Korok Forest, the Great Deku Tree will congratulate you and you will have a powered up Master Sword. For every trial of the sword that you complete, your Master Sword will be boosted up by 10 points, maxing out at 60. Once you attempt the middle sword trials and the final sword trials, you'll start to notice that after every restroom, the environment starts to change. For example, as you guys just saw, on floors 1 to 4, you will have wind currents. On 6 to 10, you will have darkness and you will have to fight fire enemies. And finally, on floors 12 to 16, you will be in a shrine environment fighting guardian scouts. Another cool thing about these trials that I forgot to mention is that the pathways up to the Master Sword get fancier after every trial that you beat. Finally, upon attempting the last sword trial, it's important to note these few tips and tricks in order to survive. For examples, from floor 1 to 5, you will be in a thunderstorm environment, meaning that it will be very dangerous to carry around a metal weapon. On floor 7 to 11, you'll be on a magma field, and you will predominantly fight fire enemies. On floor 5, you will fight a Stalnox, and a Stalnox will give you a great Frostblade. You want to utilize this great Frostblade, especially when fighting fire enemies. Remember, if you hit fire enemies with any frost weapon, they will instantaneously evaporate. You will also want to use the great Frostblade on the Igneo Talus on floor 11 to cool it off in order for you to stand on it without taking damage. Afterwards, you can switch weapons and then use that weapon to spin on top of the cooled off Igneo Talus to deal massive amounts of damage. On floors 13 through 17, you will now be on a cold environment. There will be a couple of ways in which you can remain warm inside of this environment. The first way is to make food in order to get cold resistance. You'll be able to do this by adding peppers that you find in the restroom on floor 12. Make sure that when you're using the pepper, it is not going to conflict with any other resistance type food. If you do it with a resistance type food, it will cancel out both effects. The second but more limiting way is to use a fire weapon in order to keep yourself warm. Just like the magma terrain, you can use a fire weapon in order to evaporate any ice enemies. Eventually down the line, on floor 17, you will fight your first Lionel. In order to effectively and efficiently take care of the Lionel, all you need to do is shoot it with an ancient arrow. Shooting an ancient arrow at the Lionel will cause it to disappear, thus defeating the monster. Finally, from floors 19 to 23, you will have to deal with Guardians. There are two easy ways to take out Guardians. The first and most simple way is to shoot it with an ancient arrow. The second way is to redirect the beam right back at them. However, redirecting the beam is risky and sometimes you won't even get enough damage to make it worth your while. It is not worth risking 13 hearts and almost jeopardizing your run. If you take all of the tips and tricks I have taught you in this run, I'm more than confident you'll be able to finish the last sword trial. Congratulations, you were able to unlock the full splendor of the Master Sword. The next thing we're going to be doing in this video is prepping for the Ganon fight. One of the preparations that I planned on doing was upgrading the Champion's Tunic. Now, I upgraded the Champion's Tunic 2 times, but I wanted to upgrade it to its max level. In order to get the Champion's Tunic to its max level, you first have to go around and get the horn shards of each of the 3 dragon spirits. Dinral, Nidra, and Farouche. You will need 2 horn shards from each of those dragons. You also need the flower Silent Princesses. Now, Silent Princesses can be found at any of the fairy fountains. It's always worth your time to pick them up before leaving. A fully upgraded Champion's Tunic will offer you 72 armor points. The next thing that I did was spend all my spirit orbs that I had left over on heart containers. Since this is the series finale, I wanted to make sure I spent all my resources that I had left over. There was no reason to save them, especially since I'm going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom soon. After that, I went back to the Akala research station and bought as many ancient arrows as I could. Almost all of the rubies that you guys see above was actually earned back at Pondo's Lodge. I spent about 30 minutes playing his bowling minigame and was able to get 10,000 rubies. I also was able to buy the ancient bow and the ancient shield with the rest of my ancient gear and rubies. Finally, I decided on wearing the diamond circlet. If you guys remember back in episode 6, I got this diamond circlet while exploring the maze. In order to get the diamond circlet to its max level, you first need to have diamonds and you also have to have star fragments. Normally I wouldn't do this, especially spending this many diamonds on one piece of equipment. However, I think it's worth it because of the guardian resistance up. Alright guys, it is finally time to storm the castle. I'm very excited. As you guys can see in the background, all 4 divine beasts are primed at its location. First we have Ruta, then Rudania. Over there is going to be Meadow, and finally behind us is Naboris. I'm very excited to get this started. Here we go. However, before storming the castle, there's just one more side quest that I want to do that's located in central Hyrule. If you go southwest of the central tower, you will find the outskirts stable. What you want to do here is you want to talk to the old man Toffa, and Toffa will talk about a royal white horse located on Safula Hill. He will have you go out and try to tame it, register it, and bring it back to him. If you do not know where Safula Hill is, it's just east of the stable. Once you get to Safula Hill, start looking for a white horse. The white horse is usually behind this tree over here. Like all unique horses, in order to tame the royal horse, you will need at least 2 bars of stamina. This horse is actually a great descendant of the horse that Zelda used to ride 100 years ago. Another cool fact about this horse is that this horse is one of the fastest horses in the game, boasting 5 bars of stamina. Once you register the horse and bring it back to Toffa, Toffa will reward you with the royal saddle and also the royal bridle. When registering this horse, I named this horse Shadowfax. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the name. It is finally time to get rid of Ganon's influence over Hyrule Castle and rescue Princess Zelda. I am so excited to get started with this. I have fully prepped for this fight. I have unlocked the full splendor of the Master Sword. I have upgraded all of my armor, bought up to 90 ancient arrows, and brought in all of my power-ups from the Divine Beasts. This fight is gonna be easy. One cool factor about the Ancient Shield that I forgot to mention when I bought it is that you don't even need to parry in order for the beam of a guardian to bounce back at it. There are multiple ways in order to get into Hyrule Castle. Probably the most difficult way is to storm the front gates, but because I have all these ancient arrows, I wanted to get them used, and I want to announce my presence to Ganon, because there is no better way than announcing your presence than walking through the front door of a dangerous place. Even getting smacked around by the beams only cost me 1 heart. Goodness gracious, that diamond circlet is broken. Get out of my way, Lionel. Ain't nobody got time for you. After snapping that Lionel out of existence, I went underneath the Hyrule Castle to the lockup, and there's a very good reason why I ended up here. Once you blow up that wall, take a left and then take an immediate right. Once you get into this little corridor area, you're gonna have to fight a Stalnox. Hit the Stalnox in the eye with an arrow, use Urbosa's Fury, and then hit the Stalnox again in the eye to pop the eye out. All that's left to do is to smack the eye and the Stalnox will be defeated. Defeating the Stalnox is important because once the Stalnox goes down, a chest will reappear in the same room. Once you open up that chest, it'll reward you with the Hylian Shield. The Hylian Shield is the best shield in the game, so it's very important that you come down here and get it. There's nothing left to do in Hyrule Castle, so the last thing we're going to be doing is fighting Ganon. As soon as we cross into this sanctum, we will start the battle. Alright everyone, here we go. We're going to be starting the battle with Calamity Ganon. This will be the last boss fight of the game. I am so excited to get this started. You are an ugly beast. Oh my gosh, the music. You can tell it's serious when the chorus starts. I still don't like you, Rivali. Let's go, Mifa! For the win! Let's go, Ruta! Who's next? Yeah, Daruk! Yes! Shove your beam down his throat! Let's go, Urbosa! Yes! The moment is here! The moment is now! Oh, such a beautiful sight! Heads up, Ganon! Oh my goodness! Well, that made my job so much easier. And that is why you need to free the Divine Beasts. They're just so helpful. Alright, Ganon, you still alive? Alright, it looks like somebody got a fighting spirit. Alright, now it's my turn to kick you into the ground. Guess what? This sword is ready to eat for everyone! Let's do this thing! Alright, let's do this. 1 ancient arrow to the face. Gotta move. Take that. And that. Catch this one too. Alright, let's do this. Come on, shoot me, I dare you. coward. Woo! Saw the hang time? Uh-oh. Rushing in, let's go! Get back here! You coward! Oh, you're gonna be climbing? Take this! Let's go! Really, that's all you got? Just an impenetrable shield? Come on, come at me! This is one of the most embarrassing performances I've ever seen. Deflected. Rushing in. Eat all of this! Woo! That was close. Come on, shoot me again, I dare you. Watch, not even close. Rushing in. Let's go! Catches Urbosa's Fury. Alright. You're gonna attack me, my guy? Come on. Come on, attack me. Do I have to get closer to you? There it is. Oh, you're gonna retreat up. Nowhere is safe for you, Ganon. I got my eyes on you. Oh, shoot. Let's avoid that. Alright, come on, blast me. I dare you. You won't be able to hit me. Watch this. Not even close. Taking out that supernova. Woo! Oh my gosh. Alright, lucky hit. Yeah, no. Let's go! Eat all of it! Shoot. You're so lucky you had that shield up. So, are you just gonna pace around me or actually attack me? Let's go. Get closer to me. Come on, you're the Scourge of the Hyrule Castle? So far, you've only hit me once. Let's go! And die. Woo! Let's go! In hindsight, I might have over-prepared myself for this fight. I don't think I needed that many ancient arrows. My guy, that was so embarrassing. You only got one hit on me that entire round. You look like a pimple about to burst. And goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Alright, everything is good in the world. Wait, what is that?
Ganon was born out of a dark past.
Oh, you want a round two? I will give you a round two. Alright, this time, try to hit me more than once.
If set free upon our world, the destruction will be unlike anything ever seen before.
Oh, let's go, Shadowfax. Hatred and Malice Incarnate, Dark Beast Ganon.
I entrust you with the bow of light, a powerful weapon in the face of evil.
Oh, say less.
Link, you may not yet be at a point where you have fully recovered your power, or all of your memories.
Actually, funny enough, I did recover all my memories, and I actually unlocked the Master Sword all the way.
For it is never forgotten.
Charge! Alright, let's pick this up right here. The Bow of Light. Princess Zelda gave you this bow and arrow as Battle Ganon. Alright, let's do this. 100 power? That's crazy.
That energy covering Ganon's body is
Alright, so how do I attack him?
Force back as much as I can, but my power is waning. Attack any glowing points that you see.
Zelda, you may want to be a little more specific. I don't see any glowing points yet. Where am I supposed to attack? Oh my gosh.
Shoot a glowing area.
Oh, there they are. Shell effects. Let's go. Alright, I got this. Oh, I missed. I'm sorry. Watch this. Bam. 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 Let's go.
Ganon's power is weakening.
Easy enough. Alright, where's the next glowing points? Man, you are such a sluggish beast. I'm not even moving that fast. Okay, here we go. He's turning. It's kind of hard to maneuver around all these trees. There it is. Oh, shoot, I missed. Got it that time. Got that one. Ooh, I missed. Oh, shot effects. Oh, there we go. Alright, from what I could tell, maybe a couple more volleys of arrows will do the trick. Alright, where's the next point, Zelda? Come on, where is it? Where are you shooting at, Ganon? Oh, there it is! And die! Woo! Let's go, Shadowfax! Alright, Shadowfax, get it to the front of the beast. I'm so close to ending this.
Look up there.
Look up where? Oh, what's that? I'm guessing I have to shoot that area? Oh, look at that eye. Alright. So I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to use this attack right here. Oh! Careful shell effects. Alright, I got this. I'm doing it! Let's go! Yes! Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, the commentary is very minimal, but I just want to focus on this. Oh, you are so screwed now, Ganon. Do it, Zelda. Woo! Let's go! The Malice of Ganon. Oh man, this looks like the intro. Dude, I'm so proud of her. You have no idea. She came from a place of insecurity to being the person who she is now. That's just life, guys. She grew into her power. That's beautiful. Look at that. I got chills. Yes. The game's over, guys. I've destroyed Ganon. I've done it. Oh my gosh. It has been an amazing ride, guys. this entirety of playing Breath of the Wild with you guys and having a opportunity to play one of my favorite games and to share it with you has been such a pleasure and such a joy. I've started my YouTube channel just playing games and enjoying, but I never thought that people would watch my content or do anything like that. So I'm just very grateful and thankful for all those people who've subscribed to my channel. I'm grateful for the people who have supported these videos, and it's truly a blessing to have been a part of your guys' nostalgia. This game is pretty old, but having an opportunity to play it just before Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like it just will prepare you guys and excite you guys for what The Legend of Zelda has next. Alright everyone, that is the end of the series and also the end of the video. Again, I cannot preface this enough. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. I have had a blast playing it. I do plan on playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll be playing that game live so you guys can see my genuine reactions to all the new stuff that the game has to offer. I purposely avoided all of the trailers for the new game in hopes to just be surprised. So I hope you guys will join me in the new game Tears of the Kingdom. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.